Hello friend, welcome in my tutorial. Today we will learn storage class. What is storage class and how storage class is used in our program. So first, variable in C have not only data type but also storage class that provide information about their location and visibility. It means C language have different type, for example integer, float, character, long, double. This different data type also have different data storage capacity, but also storage class. So question here, what is storage class? Storage class provide information about their location and visibility. A location means where the particular variable is stored. We can say in computer memory or register or any other files. Second is visibility. Visibility means how this particular variable access from other function. And most important things about storage class, this concept is useful in more than one function and file. It means if we want to perform operation using more than one file, at that time we use this concept. C language contains generally four type of storage class. First is auto, local variable, non-auto variable, because by default it contains auto. Any particular function have variable, this variable content storage class is auto. For example, if I am using integer x equal to 500, then I print f %d, x. If I didn't provide any storage class, by default it contain auto. Clear? This is the auto, and auto class have particular limit between this parentheses. Clear? Then next is static. The function retain its value during the whole program execution. It means we, for example, I have more than 3 functions. If I have more than 3 functions, I define the static variable using static keyword integer x. Now this variable becomes static, and I use this static variable in different function. For example, I have one function, then function parenthesis, then bracket, then I use integer x equal to comma, then I print f, then %d, x for printing. If I am define any particular value here, this value, for example, I use x equal to 5. If I use x equal to 5, so this value is contained in whole process of program. In case this is my function 1, and in case I have more than 2 functions, so first I copy this function 1, control C, control V, again control V. So I have 3 functions, function 1, function 2, and this is function 3. So this x value is contain the whole process of program, and we will also take the another example of static keyword after next video, because we will learn in deep at that time. Then next is external. External is the global variable known as the external variable. Global variable, it is, this variable is accessible in whole by whole function. For example, first I remove these all things. Yeah. Delete. Then I use here integer equal to x, x equal to 5. Then now I want to print this value of x. For example, print f, then %d comma x. This x variable is defined outside of this main function. This x variable is declared outside of main function, but I want to print this variable inside of main function. So first build program and run. Look at this, 5 is output is come. Why? If you have question here, why this 5 is printed. So if we define any variable before this integer main, in between this processor directive and main function, this variable is become global. This variable become global. Okay. Now if I have the more than 3 function, and this all 3 function access this variable x, because why? This is external variable. And last is the register. By default our variable is stored in computer memory, but if we want to store our variable in register, so we use the keyword register before define the any variable. For example, I use one variable here, integer y equal to 500, and I use the keyword register. Okay, then y here. So what is the main advantages where we use the register variable. Register variable is not stored in the memory, but this type of variable is stored in the register. Whenever our variable stored in the register, so accessibility, it means we can access PD whenever we need. It means if we do any particular task using this register variable, our operation speed is high. But one question is here, why we use this variable as a register? Answer is here, for the increasing the speed. But these things is finally decided by the compiler. Compiler know very well which variable stored in the memory and which variable is stored in the register. If we use the word here register, then compiler stored this variable in register. But first compiler analyze our requirement. If our requirement is very less, then our compiler store this variable in memory. If our requirement is high, then and then compiler stores the variable in register. Most important thing, static and external variable by default its value is 0, and auto and register contain garbage value, they are initialized explicitly. It means what? If I am one variable defined global, and I print this variable, what is the by default value of this variable? So first I remove the previous things, and now I try to print. Its value must be 0. So first compile and run 0. Same process in also static. If I define this variable as static, and then its value must be 0. Why? It is static. But if I use this variable here, so this variable become local variable, and by default its storage capacity is auto, and auto variable always contain the garbage value. How? So first build and run. Look at this, 2 is a garbage value, not any real value. Same thing is in register. How? For example, register. Now let's check what is the output of this code. It is the garbage value. So it means what? External and static contain by default value 0, and whenever register and auto class contain the by default garbage value. So first we learned 4 type of storage class in C language. First is auto. Auto means any local variable, by default it is auto. Static means the function retain its value during whole program execution. Third is the external. Global variable known as external. It means whenever we define the above main function, there's all the variable is known as external. And we can also say the another variable from, we take one variable from another file. This variable is also called register, also called external. And last is the register. If we want to store any particular variable in this register, then we use the keyword register define data type. And most important things, static and external variable by default its value is 0, and auto and register contain the garbage unless they are initialized explicitly. Now I think, are you clear? Okay, bye bye.